But let's look at what Joe Biden's doing. He only has 3 weeks left in the top job. And with the little time that he has left, he's, of course, pardoned his son, Hunter Biden, after saying that he wouldn't. He's commuted some of the worst and most violent criminals. And now he's taking himself off for a week-long holiday. You think that he'd, wait a couple of weeks until he's no longer the president, but he doesn't want to miss an opportunity to have some sun, have a little rest. We know his bedtime is pretty early. Joe Biden has reportedly spent 570 days, which is nearly 40% of his entire presidency, away from the White House. So this trip, I suppose it comes as no surprise. World leaders are already responding to the strength of Donald Trump and essentially treating him like he's already president, which we'll get into in a moment. And Biden's just making sure that he and his family are getting well looked after and are having a good rest. Freya, are you surprised to see him taking off on this holiday?
Not at all. He is, there's this great movie, The Corpse Bride. He's the corpse president. And he has been for the last 4 years. And it's no surprise that that's continuing. But I do think that and as I think as more tell-all books about the Biden administration come out in the coming years, we'll know the full scale of the cover-up. But I think the way that his advisors and the left-wing media colluded to cover up the fact that America was being run by a senile, incapacitated, half-dead man is truly going to go down as one of the worst political scandals in American history. And it is reckless. Like, we laugh about it, but it's reckless. You look at his record on foreign policy. Part of the expose that came out a couple of days ago, which we talked about on this show, I think it was the chair of the National Arms Committee, and he was saying during the Afghanistan withdrawal, he was trying to get hold of Joe Biden to express his concerns about the fragility of Afghanistan and the ability of the government to hold on to power there, but he literally could not get hold of the president. The only
Is it
time...
after 4 p.m.?
Well, probably.
Bedtime. The only time the president called him in his entire 4-year term was to apologise for not being there. But that was it. And so that just sums it up. And you look at the results of that. American troops dying, foreign policy chaos, Russia advancing, Iran emboldened, China going after Taiwan. Like, all this stuff is a result of a president literally asleep at the wheel.
But you make it sound like it's all bad. The Taliban is acting really fast on climate change.
Goodness.
They were at COP, right?
They were at COP and they've actually developed, the Taliban have called for more action on climate change.
I bet they love nuclear power as well.
Oh, no, it's too risky. It's risky to your health.
But Biden's taking a holiday right now. He doesn't even have a month to go. Is it really the best time to say, hey, I want to put my feet up?
He's taking more than a holiday. He's taking the piss. But I think it's just one of those things where Biden would say, hey, guys, I was thinking of, maybe just taking a couple of days, and everyone goes, no, take the week, go for as long as you need, recharge those batteries, take Jill with you, stay as long as you want, that's fine, we've got things here, you'll be right. And again, I mean, as Freya said, the White House has been so rudderless, and it's clearly been, strangely enough, the only authority that Biden really seemed to put his presidential stamp on more than anything else. Like, a lot of stuff seemed to be just all the Democrats who wanted the Green New Deal stuff, the inflation busting package, whatever. He's just like, yeah, kids, chuck it in the back of the car. It was a bit like with the Voice campaign. It's like, what else do you want? Yep. What do you want? Yep. What do you want? Oh, everyone will vote for it anyway. What could go wrong? Chuck it all in the back of the boot and let's get going. And the only thing that he sort of put his foot down on or put his stamp of authority on was that he would run for president again in 2024. So it's kind of like the exact opposite of what should have happened. And it honestly does. I probably sound like a broken record, but as someone who wants to see the Democrat Party move back to the sort of centre, represent mainstream working class people, and wants to see the Labor Party do the exact same thing, get back to the centre, ditch all this rubbish, ditch all this ideological crap, ditch all these woke sort of preoccupations and rabbit holes, and get back to representing mainstream working Australians. And you just look at the top apparatus of the Democratic Party, which is meant to be the gold standard, the new Rome, the United States of America, the oldest democracy of the modern era, and the greatest democracy of the modern era, and they're just morons. There's just nothing under the hood. You flip the bonnet, and it's just a bowl of spaghetti. And it's like, I could stick my 5-year-old daughter in there with a Barbie doll and a paint gun.
Well, she'd stay up
and
later
and
than
she would
Joe
make
Biden.
more sense. And she would stay up later than Joe Biden.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly,
of 4 p.m.
that's right. It's not hyperbole. I'm honestly just absolutely gobsmacked that this is going on at this level.
Yeah.
Like with the, literally the planet, the safety of the planet. It's saying, oh, sorry guys, we let the Taliban back into Afghanistan. Oops, my bad. Sorry, must have been in the shower when you called.
Literally.
That happened. That actually happened.
And as Freya said, we've just seen the consequences of what has happened.
Action
And
on
of course,
climate change
it
in
was-
Afghanistan. That's what's happened.